What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and welcome into my Legend Run video. Getting it a little bit late, but hey, we hit Legend in the Ultra League with this amazing team of Shadow Alolan Snadslash, virizion, and Aloan Muk. An ABC kind of style team, but it worked out really well for me considering all the Jellicents, all the Giratina alters, and a lot of Pokemon that I've been seeing that Muk can handle really core breaks a lot of teams. So let's jump into these matches here and find out how I hit Legend with this team. So amazing first start here. Shadow Dragonite, and look at that. They come into a Jellicent, and Jellicent is not safe when Alolan Muk is around. I decided to run Acid Spray Dark Pulse because I do love the fact that I can debuff Pokemon or just hit them for some nice damage with Dark Pulse, even when they have shields up, because a lot of people think, wow, this person is just gonna Acid Spray me and not Dark Pulse, and Dark Pulse does hit for damage, and the Poison Jab just adds up. So we can take 3 serves, no problem. Look at that. Muk has some bulk to it. Dark Pulse gonna be knocking out that Jellicent. Now they could have shielded there and potentially farmed down, but they did not decide to do that. So I decided to come in. So they let it go. I come in with my Alolan Snadslash against the Dragonite matchup. A very good matchup unless they land the superpower, which would definitely one-shot the Alolan Snadslash. They're gonna bait with the Dragon Claw, but we have just so much energy here. We're gonna outpace them 10-folds to those ice punches. And I can shield twice, just in case it's a superpower. Probably gonna be a Dragon Claw, but you don't want to risk it for the biscuit, and out comes a Skunk Tank. Now this can be a little dangerous here, but I am going to drill run them. I am going to build up some more energy and try to catch a crunch. Unfortunately, we do not catch the crunch, but Virizion, again, has bulk to it. It can handle that flamethrower, no problem. If this was a Shadow Skunk Tank, it may be a little bit different, but it's just a regular one. We build up to the back-to-back Sacred Swords, and I'm hoping this is going to be enough to KO that Dragonite, but it's not. They get a little bit of a farm down, but we only have to do one more Shadow Claw for that Ice Punch. Left, right, good night to that Dragonite, and my opponent just quits the match here, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent here. So hopping into the next matchup here, Snadslash and a Charizard. You do not want the Blast Burn to land. Charizard is a little bit difficult to deal with this team, but you can handle it with Alolan Snadslash and Alolan Muk. They decide to come into their wall rain, and I should not have swapped out right away. I should have built up more energy with my Alolan Snadslash, and then maybe possibly caught the Earthquake on the Virizion, which would have been the smart move to do, because I think they were trying to bait out my counter user with the wall rain. So we get the back-to-back Leaf Blades off, but now they're just going to get a massive farm down with Charizard. And the issue is Charizard with energy is very dangerous against this team. If you don't have Alolan Snadslash to kind of back up with energy to kind of match shields, then you're gonna have issues. So double Blast Burn coming in, that does so much damage. I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse here. I need to get this thing out of here. Maybe I should have went for the Acid Spray because they are gonna shield, and that is quite unfortunate. Blast Burn is going to do massive damage on the Alolan Muk, and in comes an Obstagoon, and this game is over. Double counter user in the, or double weak to fighting in the back, but the counter user is going to destroy the Alolan Snadslash. So good game, well played to my opponent there. Nice ABB style team. So great lead for us. They're going to hop into a double, and we hop into our Virizion. Virizion is going to be a great answer for the double. They can only throw body slams. Their hard-hitting charge moves are both going to be resisted, that being Payback and Wild Charge. And we're going to get to the Sacred Swords as soon as they get to the body slams as well. So now I can build up to back-to-back Sacred Swords here, because I know we're going to win CMP tie here, so I'm not going to be threatened to force myself into shielding unless they want to shield first. So now we have a Leaf Blade locked and loaded for that when that Gliscor wants to come back in. Leaf Blade's going to do some nice damage on the Gliscor, not enough to threaten it, but nice chip damage. So I can come back in with my Alolan Snadslash, and out comes a Jellicent, and this game is over. GG's, well played to my opponent there. Whew. Hopping into the next matchup here, Snadslash and Snorlax. Kind of an awkward matchup. You don't want to get hit by the super effective superpower, because that would definitely one-shot you. I'm going to go for the drill run here, and then I'm going to swap into my Alolan Muk, trying to catch the superpower, but we do not catch it. But either way, these licks are going to be resisted. Body Slam's going to do a nice chunk of damage, but now out comes a Miltank. I'm like, what the heck? a double normal team, and I'm hoping my virizion can do a lot of damage here against this team. So Body Slam going to be coming in, going to be doing some nice damage, and Dark Pulse is not enough to KO from here, and I let the full rollout go through. So I'm like, okay, they got the back-to-back here. I'm not going to invest a shield. I'm going to come in with my virizion, get a little bit of a farm down. We're going to have to take a Body Slam, but we can take a Body Slam, no problem. This is just a Miltank, super high defense and HP stat, attack stat, not very high, but they decide to come in with the Snorlax. And I'm like, okay, this is very strange. Why are they coming in with the Snorlax? They have to be super weak to Virizion in the back. So I want to keep my Virizion as healthy as can be. So I'm going to be shielding up everything. If they are going to be shielding up everything, I can shield up this one, no problem. And I think they farmed up a little bit of extra energy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to farm up more energy myself. Sacred Sword, not going to be enough to one-shot this double, but I am going to be able to get to a second Sacred Sword. I have to let this go through. All shields are down, not enough to KO. We get the Sacred Sword off. This is going to be saying left, right, good night to that double. I'm going to swap right away into my Alolan Snadslash, hoping to outpace to the Ice Punch. And we do on the CMP tie Ice Punch, enough to KO that Snorlax. Woo! That's going to be a good game. Triple normal team. What a weird team. Virizion going on an absolute tear. Another Shadow Dragonite lead. And another, look at that, Jellicent save swap. This is absolutely beautiful. We love these games. Like I said, we could take 3 surfs, no problem. But I was thinking maybe this opponent is going to shield on my second Dark Pulse after getting 3 surfs off and completely farm down my Alolan Muk. So I don't want that to happen. I need to keep switch advantage because my Virizion cannot be on that Shadow Dragonite. So I'm going to throw my Dark Pulse before they get off that 3rd surf, which is okay because now this allows me to get to a Acid Spray. I could have went for a Dark Pulse. I think I had enough health, but they decided to no shield that. But we do get one crucial Poison Jab off. And now look at the damage of the double debuff. Oh my goodness, and now out comes a Alolan Snadslash of their own, and all I have to do is keep a shield for my Alolan Snadslash. I can get 2 Sacred Swords off here, and if they want a double shield, this is perfectly fine by me. No, they don't. Left, right, good night, Alolan Snadslash, and now we have another Sacred Sword to threaten that Dragonite for a KO. That gets the first shield. Can we get to one more? Oh, we lose on the CMP tie. But this is fine. They have to throw energy, and now they have to build up to 2 superpowers, and I ain't going to be able to build up the 2 Ice Punches before they do, or just KO to the fast move. So that's going to be a good game and a nice 4-1 set to start the video off. Remember, everybody, this is a legend run. 29.95. Ooh, very, very close. This set's got to take a Swampert lead. Oh, my goodness. Very, very bad. And usually what I've been seeing a lot is a lot of Swamperts have been pairing with Shadow Charizard or regular Charizard. So not the best, because I have Virizion and I have Muk in the back. I can't necessarily swap out into my Virizion or my Muk because my Muk's going to get shredded. Poison Jab's going to be resisted. So I have to just sack the Alolan Snadslash. And now out comes a Charizard. I come into my Alolan Muk and here comes a Shadow Wall Rain. Okay, this could be doable. I'm going to get their Dark Pulse off, and that does not get shielded. Absolutely amazing here. They have enough to the Earthquake, and that would definitely one-shot us, but they bait us with the Icicle Spear. I have to keep health here, so I do decide to end up double shielding and going for the farm down, but we don't get it. That is so unfortunate because that Icicle Spear does so much damage. We lag out a turn there. We're going to be throwing the Acid Spray here, not getting the shield. If I went for the Dark Pulse, that probably would have did a lot more damage, and then I could have went for the Acid Spray to get the shield. I swap in, but we do a double kick. Even though I was trying to tap on my Sacred Sword, because maybe if we would have got the Sacred Sword off there to get the second shield, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. That Dragon Claw would have knocked us out, and that's a good game. Well played to my opponent. Very hard to deal with this team. Great lead here. Pidgeot into Alolan Snadslash. They swap into a Deoxys here, and I have an Alolan Muk to counter this Deoxys. They have to go for the Rock Slides because Psycho Boost is going to be resisted due to my Dark typing. Even though we are Poison typing, Dark typing double resists the Psychic typing. So it's just going to turn to single resistance. Another Rock Slide going to be coming through here. This is fine by me. I can now get to my Dark Pulse before they get to the Psycho Boost, and this Dark Pulse is going to be enough to take out the defense form Deoxys. Glad that thing's out of the way because kind of core breaks the rest of my team. So we get the acid spray off before we get farm down. Thank you for that. But they have a Toxicroak in the back. Oh my goodness, I did not see that coming. Toxicroak kind of core breaks this whole freaking team again. But the good thing is here is Toxicroak is super glassy and I can get to these Leaf Blades very, very fast. And all I need to do is get both of these shields here. One more Leaf Blade. Oh my goodness, I do need to shield this up. It could be the Sludge Bomb, but it's just another Mud Bomb. That is so unfortunate. I do want double kick, getting that Leaf Blade, getting the last shield, hard swapping into my Alolan Snadslash, get into this Ice Punch. Is it enough to KO? Yes, it is. Left, right, good night. And all that's left is the Pidgeot, and they're going to go for the big Brave Bird, hoping it KOs, but the Steel typing resists flying, and now we get to the Ice Punch to knock out the Pidgeot. Left, right, good night, and we take a game that we probably should not have won. Woo, GG's. Okay, hopping into the next match. I have two better answers in the back, so I'm going to swap out into my Alolan Muk right away, and we draw out a Registeel. This is honestly really good for us here. We're going to be able to put some good damage off here with the Dark Pulses. I don't want to go for Acid Sprays because it's kind of a waste of energy. I mean, I could Acid Spray, get a Dark Pulse off, and then farm down with my Virizion, but I'm going to have to take a Focus Blast on it either way. And I'd rather have more farm and expend a shield than just go... I'd rather have more farm and energy. So what do I want to do here? I come in with my Alolan Snadslash. So I'm going to decide to end up shielding anyways, and then I'm going to go for back-to-back drill runs here almost. Drill run is going to KO this Registeel here, and they come back in with a Tapu Fini. I'm gonna throw the drill run here just to get some nice chip damage off, and now I'm gonna bring in my Virizion, but they have a Gliscor in the back. Oh, this is really not good. Virizion can do fine, but these wing attacks are absolutely redding my Virizion, and they still have two shields locked and loaded. So the unfortunate part is I'm gonna do a dummy Braxton move. I'm gonna throw the Leaf Blade, and I just need to commit to the farm down here, and I can't shield this move, but I got scared they got to the Earthquake, but there was no way they got to the Earthquake. I lost count. Energy management is the absolute key to winning games, everybody. This is a big brain move. They threw two Night Slashes. There was no way they were out of an Earthquake, but I lost count of energy. And this is why keeping track of your opponent's energy will win you games. That could have been a very good win for me, or a very close loss. It is what it is. Hopping into the next matchup. Tentacool, this is a pretty good lead for Alolan Snadslash. Scald's going to do a lot of damage, but drill runs, again, are going to do super effective damage back to that Tentacool. Scald, I'm going to shield up the first one just because I want to match shield. Oh, I don't actually. Okay. So now I'm going to farm up a bunch of energy, but they decide to catch on their Obstagoon, which I'm completely fine with. We get the drill run off, but now we get to bring our Virizion out. Now I'm thinking they swapped into Obstagoon. This might be a double dark kind of team here. So what I can do is I can throw a bunch of energy, or I can farm up a bunch of energy, not throw a single charge move at this Obstagoon. Now we have almost 3 Leaf Blades loaded and locked for this Tentacool. Leaf Blade number 1 going to be doing nice damage. Leaf Blade number 2 coming in hot, putting pressure on them to shield. Coming back in with a third Leaf Blade. You'll love to freaking see it. And then I'm going to hard swap into my Alolan Muk. I am going to shield up this move. I do have 2 shields. I don't want to get... what I want to do here is keep health on my Alolan Muk. Just because in case it is a Scrappy in the back, I want to be able to put as many acid sprays on them as I can. I can let the first one go through. It's just a power up punch, not going to do a whole lot of damage. It's going to ramp up their counter damage though. But we are going to double debuff them, and it is their last Pokemon. They cannot clear their debuff. I'm going to shield up this power up punch. I'm going to swap into my own Virizion. Maybe I should have went for the next acid spray, or I should have went for the Dark Pulse here. Just to cleanly win the game. But now they're going to get to another power up punch. Oh my gosh. This is very bad for us, but we get the farm down, and it's a simultaneous KO. And that's going to be a good game. Well played. Hopping into the final matchup of the video, it's 2-2 in the set. We need to win this matchup here. Aurorus into Aloan Snadslash, and I do think it's going to be a double grass in the back, so my Muk is going to absolutely go to town. Drill Run does massive damage. I know I live a Meteor Beam, so I'm not going to shield this, and the Weather Ball bait comes in. My opponent quits the match, and that's going to get us to Legend rank. Woo! You love to freaking see it. Look at this. We get a feel for the whatchamacallit, the whatever it is, but there, it's Legend rank right there. There is all the poses. I didn't even know that was the pose, but from 20, I played this team from 2750 to all the way to Legend, so I have 2 sets previous if you guys want me to show you that, but that is my Legend rank run. Thank you all so very much for watching and following along the way. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so very much for watching. Hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and like always, I will see everybody in the next video.